Hello everyone, welcome to Talkner. Suprabhat, good morning. In this video, we will see Code of Civil Procedure (CPC). First question is which of the following is material for deciding the jurisdiction of the civil code in the light of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. First option, avowment made in the plaint. Second option, avowment made in the written statement. Third option, both A and B. D option, neither in A nor B. The right answer is avowment made in the plaint. Next question, which of the following can't be considered as the suit of civil nature for section 9 of the Civil Procedure Code 1908? First option, suit for recovery of voluntary payment or offerings. Second option, suit for rights of franchise. And C option, suit for specific relief. D option, suit relating to rights of worship. The right answer is suit relating to rights of worship. Option D is correct. Can't be considered as the suit of civil nature for section 9 of the Code of Civil Procedure. Next question, which of the following provision of the Code of Civil Procedure makes the doctrine of res judicata applicable in representative suit? Option is section 11 explanation 5, section 11 explanation 6b option. C option is section 11 explanation 7 and D option section 11 explanation 8. Right answer is section 11 explanation 6. Option B is correct. Section 11 explanation 6 is the doctrine of res judicata applicable in representative suit. Next question, in which of the following situations a court will not issue summons for personal appearance to the defendant? First option, if defendant resides within the local limit of the court jurisdiction, if defendant resides within 40 miles from the court. C option, if defendant reside 250 miles away from the court in an area having public conveyance available. And D option, women is whom section 132 of the Civil Procedure Code 1908 does not apply. C option is correct if defendant resides 250 miles away from the court in an area having public conveyance available. Next question, in which of the following situation plaintiff is precluded from bringing a fresh suit as per the Code of Civil Procedure 1908? A option, dismissal of suit where summons not served in consequence of plaintiff failure to pay cost. B option, dismissal of suit because neither party appeared. C option, dismissal of suit in because of plaintiff did not appear. D option, dismissal of suit because plaintiff did not apply for fresh summons within given time once it returned unserved. Option C is correct. Dismissal of suit in because plaintiff did not appear. Next question, how many times at maximum may an adjournment be granted to a party during hearing of the suit as per the Code of Civil Procedure 1908? First option 2 times, B option 3 times, C option 4 times and D option no limit prescribed. Option B is correct, 3 times. Maximum may an adjournment be granted to a party during hearing of the suit as per the Code of Civil Procedure. Next question, which of the following amendment act made the provision in the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 to produce a witness without a summons? First option, the Code of Civil Procedure Amendment Act 1976, the Code of Civil Procedure Amendment Act 1999. C option, the Code of Civil Procedure Amendment Act 2002. And D option, such provision does not exist. Option A is correct, the Code of Civil Procedure Amendment Act 1976. Next question, which of the following is not included in the word cause as provided under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908? First option, the expenses of the witness incurred. B option, legal fees and expenses incurred. C option, fooding and lodging expenses incurred. And D option, any other expenses incurred in connection with the proceedings. Right option is C. Fooding and lodging expenses incurred is not included in the what cost as provided under the CPC. Next question, what period is prescribed under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 for defendant to enter in appearance for filing address for service of notice on him in case of a suit where summary procedure is to be applied? First option, 7 days from the date of receiving of summons. 10 days from the date of receiving of summons, 15 days from the date of receiving of summons, and 30 days from the date of receiving of summons. Right answer is 10 days from the date of receiving of summons. Next question, which of the following is not a recognized alternate dispute resolution mechanism under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908? First option, arbitration. Second option, conciliation. Third option, lok adalat. Last option, negotiation. Right answer is negotiation. Option D is correct. Negotiation is not a recognized alternate dispute resolution mechanism under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Next question, provision regarding filing of suits by an alien under the Code of Civil Procedure is dealt under Section 21A. Second option, Section 15. Third option, Section 21B. And last option, Section 83. Right answer is Section 83. 83 section provision regarding filing of suits by an alien under the Code of Civil Procedure. Next question, an order issued by court under the Civil Procedure Code 1908 as per Order 21 Rule 46 for recovery of amount due to judgment creditor is known as IT order, garnishee order, uh, decree holder order, and bank order. Right answer is garnishee order. Next question, suit by indigent person is dealt under Order 44 of CPC, Order 55 of CPC, Order 33 of CPC, Order 22 of CPC. Right answer is 33. Order 33 of CPC. Suit by indigent person is dealt under Order 33 of CPC, right? Next question, which order has been specially enacted to protect the interests of minor and unsound mind? First option, Order 31, B option, Order 32, C option, Order 33, and D option, Order 34. Right answer is Order 32. Order 32 is specially enacted to protect the interest of minor and unsound mind. Next question, which order of CPC lays down general rule governing pleading in a court? Option A, Order 6, Option B, Order 7, Option C, Order 8, Option D, Order 9. Right answer is Order 6. Option A is correct. Order 6 general rules laid down governing pleading in a court. Next question, State of UP versus Nawab Hussain 1977 relates to res subjudice, res judicata, constructive res judicata, and last option is deemed res judicata. Right answer is constructive res judicata. Constructive res judicata. Option C is correct. State of UP versus Nawab Hussain relates to constructive res judicata. Next question, X is living in Pune and Y his brother in Mumbai. X wants to file a suit for partition of their joint property situated in Delhi and Bangalore. First option, the suit may be instituted in Delhi only. B option, the suit may be instituted in Bangalore only. And C option, the suit may be instituted either in Delhi or Bangalore. Last option, none of the above. Right answer is C. The suit may be instituted either in Delhi or Bangalore. X is living in Pune and Y, his brother in Mumbai. X wants to file a suit for partition of their joint property situated in Delhi and Bangalore. The suit may be instituted either in Delhi or Bangalore. Next question, an immovable property held by Y is situated at Bhopal and the wrongdoer personally works for gain at Indore. A suit to obtain compensation for wrong to the property may be instituted. First option at Bhopal, and B option at Indore, and C option either at Bhopal or at Indore, and D option none of the above. Right answer is either at Bhopal or at Indore. An immovable property held by Y situated at Bhopal and the wrongdoer personally works for gain at Indore. A suit to obtain compensation for wrong to the property may be instituted either at Bhopal or at Indore. Next question, when a decree is transferred for execution to another court, if the decree holder has reason to apprehend that judgment debtor will dispose of property before it is attached by the other court, he may apply to the court which passed the decree to issue a dash to attach the property at once. Caveat: restitution order, attachment order, and last option precept. Right answer is attachment order. Option C is correct. When a decree is transferred for execution to another court, and if the decree holder has reason to apprehend that the judgment debtor will dispose of property before it is attached by the other court, he may apply to the court which passed the decree to issue a attachment order to attach the property at once. That's all for today. Thank you so much and all the best.